This is coverage of Winter NAMM 2018. We are AGIProDJ.com.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Ty at AGI Pro DJ, NAMM 2018. I'm hanging out in the Allen and Heath booth, and we've shifted over to the Model 1 section, and we're taking a look at this mixer, which is like no other, right? So I'm here with Alex, and he's going to kind of walk us through what makes the Model 1 tick, why it's different, and what separates it from everything else out on the market. Alex, thanks for taking the time.
Yeah, my pleasure. What I like to call this is the Bentley of DJ Mixers. It really is that good. It's not me just saying it because I work for the company. If I didn't work, I would still have bought one.
You have how many?
Quite a few, sitting in my apartment there in Berlin, actually, where Play Differently is based. It really allows you as a DJ to think outside the box, you know, with the filters, being able to dial in exactly what frequencies you want to bring in and out. The circuitry on the inside sounds like I actually had a friend of mine who works for Pro Tools, for Avid, tell me this sounds like an SSL and an API had a child. It's got that warm, thick, lush sound when you're using it in the normal range, but then you can overdrive it and get that SSL grit out of it, but that, you know, that texture that analog gives you. Layering records. This is the only mixer I've used that you can literally put 3 bass lines together and there's no weird, you know, mud.
Mud and phasing and garbage, and
you actually get a new bass line. Like it sounds like one cohesive bass line. So
what else? What are the features on the Model 1? Obviously, there's no crossfader. There's no effects section.
Yeah.
It's not your typical DJ mixer. It's not what you normally see in a booth anymore. So, who uses this? Who's the DJ that uses the Model 1? So
the Model 1 is designed for DJs. Well, there's 2 types of DJs. One is somebody who's an audiophile. You know, I want the best sound quality available. I've had a few engineers tell me they can't tell the difference between the Model 1 and a wire when you're just running audio through it. So that's the first target audience. The other is the DJ who likes to blur the line between DJing and live performance. So you're really into lots of loops and layering and bringing in lots of different elements. You know, Ableton, Tractor, whatever your Serato, whatever your pick is. That's really the creative producer style DJ. That's really the target audience.
So is it more for a digital DJ or an analog DJ, or both?
It's actually for both. The digital DJ has the ability to connect fully balanced connectivity. So, you know, that's already something no other DJ mixer has, D-sub inputs and outputs. So you can use, I'm using a Motu here, Antelope Audio, Apogee, connect like that. But at the same time, we have 3 Phono Preamps that are designed from the ground up for this mixer. So Andy actually redesigned a Phono Preamp from scratch to match the quality of this. So, you know, one of the biggest complaints DJs give us with Phono is that, oh, if I'm playing next to the CDJ guy, like my levels are never that loud, and I have to crank the Phono Preamp, and then it gets harsh, and you lose the beauty of it. Right. This mixer, the Phono Preamps have been designed where you put your CDJ there and your Phono at the same level, and you're going to get the same warm, balanced sound.
Right. So the mixer kind of helps smooth out some of those other sounds you might have if you're A/Bing vinyl against CDJs or something like that.
Correct. So the idea behind it is whether you're a Tractor DJ, a digital DJ, a CDJ DJ, or a vinyl DJ, everyone sounds amazing, and then everyone's on the same, you know, level playing field. So the Model 1 mixer is designed by Andy Rigby-Jones and Richie Houghton. It's a partnership between those 2 guys and Allen and Heath. So Andy Rigby-Jones and Richie Houghton designed it. Allen and Heath is our manufacturing partner. It's a 100% analog DJ mixer that on the inside looks and sounds more like a studio console than a DJ mixer. We have 6 fully featured input channels and 2 stereo returns, giving you 8 channels of analog summing. Fully balanced circuitry on the inside. Each one of these channels is its own individual card. We have D-sub input and output connectivity, which gives you balanced input. You stay balanced through the whole mixer, balanced back out. That gives you a noise floor of minus 120 dB and a max output of plus 28 dBu. The other thing about this mixer is we've completely redesigned the mixing area. So instead of your standard 3 or 4 band EQ, we have independent low and high pass filters. The reason for that, with an EQ, your frequency is always fixed. With filters, you're able to select and choose what frequencies you let into the mix. On top of that, we've added a single sweepable parametric EQ, meaning you can dial in exactly what frequency you want to affect and either cut it or boost it. We have independent low and high pass filters on every channel. These are always on, but when you put it in the flat position, it truly is flat. You're not actually losing any sound quality. And then we have the filter button. What this does is it routes the channel through the master filter, allowing you to filter multiple channels at once, all with one control. All of our buttons have zero crossing detection, meaning there's no audible distortion when you're engaging or disengaging filters, allowing you to use them as sort of a performance tool. Another feature of this mixer that's actually a unique feature of this mixer is its dual Q capability, QA and QB. What that means is that two DJs can cue two different records at the same time without getting in the way of each other, which is really cool as we see the DJ market moving towards more and more back-to-back sets and collaborations. We also have a 3-band EQ on the master and an EQ on the DJ booth, which allows the DJ to really tailor the sound without having to go and find an engineer or whatever. We also have analog overdrive on every channel, which I like to call instant mastering. So if you're playing a record that either you produced that day or an older record that just doesn't have that oomph and grit, you can dial in a little overdrive. It's just like dialing in a preamp, overdriving a preamp on a console, and it'll give you the harmonics and really fatten up the sound. On top of that, we have two aux sends, which allow you to connect external effects units, such as the Boss DD7, or I like to use Ableton as an effect unit to create my own effects. And then the two stereo returns, which have a low cut at 320 hertz, just to take the subs out, and also the ability to route both the returns through the master filter. We also have the analog overdrive over here, and what that does is it's like overdriving the preamp of the channel, and as you dial it in, you'll see that it starts to light up, and that shows you that how hard you're hitting that overdrive circuit, and then all the way up to the point of distortion. The idea behind it is it really helps bring out the harmonics of the record. So I'm just going to start from left to right here. We've got the master out on balanced XLR jacks. We've got redundant power supply inputs. Now, you don't need two power supplies to use this mixer. It works fine with just one. But the idea behind it is the same as large format live sound or studio consoles have two independent power supplies, allowing you for redundancy. If for whatever reason one goes down during a show, the other one kicks right in and takes over. So you never have a loss of power or any audio artifacts. We also have RCA inputs on every channel, 3 of which can be switched line or phono. And a lot of attention to detail here. Every phono input has its own grounding pin. The idea behind that is, say mid-set one of the turntables fails or something, when you go to switch it out, you won't have to mess up the other turntable, getting the ground hum on it. Another unique feature is our D-sub input and output connectivity. This allows really quick, easy, and secure connectivity to pro audio interfaces, such as Antelope Audio or Motu RME, but takes advantage of the fully balanced circuitry on the inside of the mixer. And then another feature right here, we have mixer linking. You can actually link two Model 1 mixers together, which will link the mix bus and the cues, so that two DJs, for example, could be playing back-to-back, and they can each have the full mixer set up for themselves the way they're used to it. Or if you're looking at a live show, you can expand the mixer's capabilities or inputs. Again, all the inputs and outputs here, these are all TRS balanced inputs and outputs.
I'm sure there's probably more than one thing that you love about the mixer, but what you want to do? Number 1 favorite, 2 favorite? What? Yeah.
I guess, yeah. I mean, the butter of the filters, like hot knife through butter, literally. That's definitely one of them.
So these are so good that they make the 92 filters sound not good.
I don't want to say that, but
they're amazing, right? I mean, that's it.
Let's put it this way. This is Andy Rigby Jones with no limits in terms of cost.
In case you don't know who that is, that's the man that designed the 92, the 62. Yeah, he's basically the godfather of the Zone series.
Correct. That's him, and and Richie Houghton. And Rich loves to have everything to be as good as it can be. It needs to be top quality. So they went all out. And yes, that reflects in the price, but I like to call it like the Bentley of DJ Mixers.
Right on. So if this intrigues you, it seems like something you'd be interested in, there's links down to the product. It's not an e-com product. You can't just go and drop it in a cart, but you can get a hold of one of our sales engineers and we'd be happy to give you more details about the product, and we can hook you up with one of these. We got these in stock. It's the Model 1. Alex, thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. Yeah.
Really appreciate it. This thing's incredible. You guys got to check this out. Thanks for watching. Links down below. I'm Ty from AGI Pro DJ.